Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Spain's commanding 3-0 triumph over Bulgaria showcased the pivotal roles played by Arsenal's dynamic duo, Martin Zubimendi and Mikel Merino, in the heart of the European champions' midfield. With Spain eyeing World Cup glory to echo their dominance of yesteryear, the pair proved their mettle, orchestrating play with a composure reminiscent of legends like Iniesta and Busquets, albeit in their own understated style. The hosts dominated with 24 shots to Bulgaria's 3 and 820 passes to 222, and had the scoreline reached 6 or 7, few would have batted an eyelid. Mikel Arteta will undoubtedly be chuffed with his midfielders' displays, particularly Merino's knack for popping up with a goal, while both are expected to return to the Emirates raring to drive Arsenal's title charge. FotMob crowned Merino man of the match with a stellar 8.5 rating, outshining Barcelona's prodigy Lamine Yamal, thanks to an XG of 1.11, a 91% pass accuracy, 7 ball recoveries, and winning half his aerial duels in a barnstorming performance. Zubimendi wasn't far behind, earning an 8.1 rating with an assist, 89% pass accuracy, 2 key chances created, and a Busquets-esque masterclass, completing 3 of 4 long passes, winning all aerial duels, and making crucial defensive contributions. Unsung heroes, they may not dazzle like Nico Williams or Yamal, nor chase Ballon d'Or glory, but their honest graft provides the bedrock for Spain's flair players to shine, much like a trusty water carrier in the Deschamps mold. Schmeichel speaks out on Arsenal about critique of the Gunners' tactics. Arsenal have found themselves under the spotlight after a narrow 1-0 defeat to Liverpool in their latest Premier League clash. The tactical approach adopted by the Gunners drew sharp criticism from Manchester United legend Peter Schmeichel, who questioned the overly cautious strategy employed by Mikel Arteta's side, despite their wealth of attacking talent. Over the past 2 months, Arsenal have bolstered their ranks with some of the finest players in world football, raising expectations that Arteta's team would embrace a more expansive, attacking style. Yet, in the match against Liverpool, the Gunners leaned heavily on set pieces as their primary source of threat, a tactic that left some observers wanting more flair from the North London outfit. Schmeichel's remarks have sparked a wider debate about whether Arsenal are fully harnessing the potential of their star-studded squad, particularly in high-stakes matches against top-tier rivals. Supporters had hoped for a bolder display at Anfield, but the team's pragmatic approach has divided opinions among pundits and fans alike. The reliance on set pieces and a defensive mindset has not gone down well with everyone, with Schmeichel being particularly vocal about his disapproval. His comments have reignited discussions about Arteta's philosophy and whether it aligns with Arsenal's ambitions to compete at the pinnacle of the Premier League. I think Arsenal are playing the game the wrong way. They've got brilliant players, but they're too focused on set pieces and defending. That's not the football they should be playing with a squad like that, Schmeichel said, expressing his frustration in a post-match interview. His blunt assessment has stirred reactions, not least from a former Arsenal favourite. Responding to Schmeichel's critique, ex-Arsenal forward Theo Walcott offered a defence of Arteta's tactics. Walcott said, "Well, it worked at Man United, so maybe Schmeichel's a bit upset about that result. Because there are times when it works. But the plan in those games is to stay solid, and that's the dynamic, and that's where I feel Mikel Arteta is at right now." Walcott's comments suggest that Arsenal's approach was a calculated move tailored to the demands of facing a formidable opponent like Liverpool. Walcott also pointed out that pragmatic tactics are hardly alien to the game. Schmeichel himself was part of a Manchester United side that often relied on set pieces, disciplined defending, or counter-attacking football to secure results. Walcott implied that Schmeichel's criticism might be tinged with a touch of bias, given his own experience in a similarly pragmatic setup. Despite the loss, Arteta's strategy reflects a broader plan to build a resilient side capable of grinding out results while evolving into a more attacking force. This pragmatic phase may be a stepping stone in Arteta's long-term vision, as he seeks to strike a balance between defensive solidity and entertaining football. The debate surrounding Arsenal's tactics is likely to rumble on as they navigate a demanding Premier League schedule and other competitions. For Arteta, the challenge lies in proving that his approach can deliver both results and the flair that fans crave. Meanwhile, the exchange between Schmeichel and Walcott adds an intriguing layer to Arsenal's ongoing journey this season. Chelsea star João Pedro suffers sickening incident in Brazil's World Cup qualifier triumph over Chile. In a dramatic moment during Brazil's commanding 3-0 victory against Chile in a World Cup qualifying match, Chelsea's rising star João Pedro endured a distressing episode on the pitch. The 23-year-old striker, who has been enjoying a stellar start to his career at Stamford Bridge, collapsed and vomited after a jarring collision with Arsenal's Gabriel Martinelli. The incident sparked immediate concern, but Pedro later reassured fans about his condition, showcasing his resilience. The clash that shocked the crowd. The unsettling incident occurred in the 18th minute of the match as Brazil dominated their South American rivals. Pedro, in hot pursuit of a loose ball, collided head-on with his compatriot Martinelli. The impact left the Chelsea forward reeling, causing him to lose his balance and vomit on the pitch. Medical staff rushed to his aid, attending to the dazed striker as spectators held their breath. Pedro's determination to carry on. Despite the alarming nature of the incident, Pedro displayed remarkable grit, continuing to play until he was substituted in the 71st minute by Caio Jorge. His decision to soldier on underscored his commitment to the Silicaro, even in the face of physical distress. The young forward's resolve did not go unnoticed, as fans and teammates alike praised his tenacity. Pedro's own words on the ordeal. Speaking to the press after the match, Pedro reflected on the collision with a calm demeanor. "I was chasing the play, trying to latch onto the ball," he explained. "When I looked up, Martinelli was right there. We clashed, and I took a blow to the stomach. It left me feeling a bit poorly, but I'm quite all right now." His candid account reassured supporters that the incident, while alarming, was not as severe as it appeared. A dream fulfilled for the Chelsea star. Pedro also spoke of the pride he felt representing Brazil, a lifelong ambition for the young footballer. "It's every lad's dream to play for Brazil, and today I had the chance to start," he said. "I was gutted not to score, partly because of the incident, but what matters most is that we got the win." His passion for the national team shone through, despite the physical setback. A meteoric rise at club and country. Since his high-profile transfer from Brighton to Chelsea, Pedro has been a revelation. His performances in the Premier League and the Club World Cup have marked him as one of football's brightest prospects. His call-up to the Brazil squad reflects the faith that manager Carlo Ancelotti has in him as the Silicaro gear up for the 2026 World Cup. Brazil's road to the World Cup. With Brazil already securing their place at the 2026 World Cup, Ancelotti has the luxury of fine-tuning his squad. Pedro's inclusion signals his growing importance to the national team's plans. The victory over Chile further solidified Brazil's credentials as a formidable force, with Pedro playing a key role in their attacking setup. Chelsea's careful monitoring of their star. Back at Chelsea, the club will be keen to ensure Pedro's fitness ahead of their return to Premier League action. The Blues have relied heavily on the young striker's flair and goal-scoring instincts this season. Any lingering effects from the collision will be closely monitored to ensure he remains in top form for both club and country. A bright future for Pedro. João Pedro's meteoric rise shows no signs of slowing. His ability to bounce back from adversity, as demonstrated in the Chile match, bodes well for his future with Chelsea and Brazil. As the Silicaro prepare for the global stage and Chelsea chase domestic and European glory, Pedro is poised to remain a central figure in their ambitions. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!